us. You know, we just chilling. We got two of our guys missing, but it's all good. We're gonna move forward. They got busy last second, but what's up, y'all? Today we're going to do our normal division breakdowns, but we're also going to introduce something else as in game predictions. So college football is around the corner. The first game is actually next Saturday. So we're gonna get started and just predict that. So throughout the whole season, we're gonna be predicting college football games and NFL games, and then at the end, I'm sure the winner we'll figure out what the winner got. But that's what we're gonna be doing. So the first matchup, fellas, we have Iowa State versus K State. Now this game is in Dublin, Ireland, right? Last year it was Florida State and Georgia Tech, where Florida State kind of laid the egg, and then it was just build that momentum. But who y'all got winning the game?
I'll take K State.
Iowa State.
Shit, K State, I guess. I ain't tapped in.
Nah, I mean it's all good. It's just predictions. I don't think any of us are gonna be as tapped in this space, and you know when it comes to college, is more unpredictable than anything. So you said Iowa State school.
Yeah.
All right, I also went with Iowa State. Johnny, who is not here, went with Iowa State as well.
They got the same. They're bringing back the same quarterback from last year.
K State or Iowa State?
No, Iowa State.
I don't even know who their quarterback was last year.
I just think they got a cold secondary. I just know their defense might stress shit.
I know. So I chose Iowa State just because I feel like Iowa State is always like here. Like they're very consistent, even though you never build momentum for them to win the next year. Like they always perform well.
K State got a cold quarterback though, Avery Johnson.
He didn't do his name. He didn't do. Yeah, it is his name. He didn't do as well last year as the year before.
That's what I think. Over Will, I think he'll have a bounce back year for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I picked him.
All right, next game we got the Fresno State Bulldogs versus at Kansas. Y'all got the upset or y'all got Kansas winning?
I got the upset.
I'll rock with Fresno State.
Yeah, they got a good team. They've been building too. They got speed.
What's the matchup again? Say it one more time.
Fresno State at Kansas.
Give me Fresno.
Okay, we all going with the upset. Johnny is the only one that went with Kansas.
You gotta stick with them Cali ties, man.
All right, and then the last one for this or for next week that we're going to predict is Stanford at Hawaii. So Stanford got to travel a good bit to Hawaii. I don't know if y'all heard, but y'all heard about the renovations, the stadium that Hawaii's about to get, the new stadium that they're putting in like $400 million for that. That's actually pretty dope.
Damn, it's about to be done this year, or
no, they just announced
plans
for it. Yeah.
Shout out to them because they last stadium ass. I played in there.
Bringing the Pro Bowl back there.
How long was that flight?
Boy, that's like 7-8 hours, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
From Corvallis?
From Corvallis, yeah, bro. That shit was ass. And we lost, bro. So the flight back was the worst.
Did y'all fly directly back?
Yeah, so we lost, and we ended up, so the game ended at like 10. And, you know, they're 3 hours behind us. So it's like 12 or no, it's 1 o'clock out here. And we didn't take off until an hour after the game, bro. So we all sitting on the plane, mad as fuck because one of the like equipment guys or whatever was straggling behind an hour, bro. So we're sitting on the plane mad as shit, and then we get back to Corvallis at 8 p.m. or 8 a.m., bro. And then we practice 3 hours, 4 hours later, I think, bro. Which is crazy. After an L, I was like, fuck this shit.
So those that do not know, like when we are traveling for game days and stuff, usually you travel to the opponent on that Friday, right?
Yep.
You get in, you prep for the game tomorrow. Aaron, yours might have been different with Hawaii.
It was Hawaii. We were there. We got there on a Thursday. We got there on Wednesday. Thursday was kind of like team activities and shit. Fridays was like the walkthrough, and then Saturday game day, Sunday back to the crib.
And he took there was probably a couple of days before or Wednesday opposed to Friday because getting used to the time zone and everything.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
so that's crazy. So yeah, who y'all got? Stanford at Hawaii.
Give me
Give me the
Stanford.
Cards.
Stanford.
Stanford, cool.
Silicon Valley Soldiers, man. Gotta rock with them.
They're gonna run that ball.
That
So
is what they gonna do.
Johnny is the only one that chose Hawaii for the upset. So that's just a little taste of what we're going to be doing throughout the year. We're just going to be putting in predictions, make this a little bit competitive, and let's just see who's going to take over
Let's put some
when it
money on
comes
it
to
if we want to
do
get
that.
competitive.
There you go.
We're going to talk that off the record and see what. Look, hey, I'll put a band on it right now.
A little too much there, buddy.
I was thinking about a little 5, a little 10. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, shit. Chill out,
Yeah.
brother. Bet. So yeah, we're gonna get right into it. Today we got 2 divisions, just like the last couple weeks. We got the AFC West and we got the NFC West. Sucks that Johnny and Zach couldn't make it, as they are Raider fans. Would have loved to see where they would have put their team, knowing it probably would have been top 2 behind the Chiefs. But that's for another time. We'll kind of get into that later in the season. We'll start off with the AFC West. Actually, this was a division that is clearly ran by one team, but they did have 3 teams that were over 500 last year that made the playoffs. As you like to know, I like to start from the bottom up. Man, we got the Las Vegas Raiders finishing at 4-13. They had some notable changes this offseason. Obviously, bringing in Pete Carroll, bringing in Geno Smith. They had a top 10 pick. We all know they took Ashton Genty with that. And how you see the Raiders finishing this year? Do you think it's any different from last year, or?
Um, no, I got them winning 4 games. It'll be interesting with the Pete Carroll move. I just don't think they got enough on the roster to compete with. I feel like it's a heavy division. Like there's a lot of competitors on these other teams, so I think they're kind of in. They're not in the Giants situation. 'Cause I feel like the Giants have more talent, but it's just from a division standpoint, like I think they're gonna be last.
Okay. Miles, how you see that playing out? You got them kind of in the same boat, or a little different outcome?
Whew. Yeah, I got the Raiders last, man. It's not pretty for them at all. I don't know. Is this where we give our? You want me to get the whole breakdown, or just
Oh yeah, get
that's
a
it?
breakdown. Get a breakdown.
Man, all right. Just for a quick little thing, man. The only bright spot I like about them is Brock Powers. For real. I think he's definitely gonna be a star tight end, maybe a top. Actually, is gonna be a top 5 tight end this year. But they just didn't really improve, in my opinion, over the offseason. I mean, outside of getting Geno Smith, which I feel like he's going to be a great, consistent quarterback. I mean, we've seen it in Seattle. I mean, he's not the best, but you know what you're going to get. It's not like you're going to get the unpredictable numbers from him. But the pass blocking was bad. The run game was bad. They got Genty. I think that's a good move for him. Genty's definitely one of the better backs coming out of the draft this year, which we've seen from the last couple of years. But I think the biggest thing is the defense, right? They lost Christian Wilkins. They lost Stillane. They added Jamal Adams, but Jamal Adams is still trying to get back to where he's at. They got Max Crosby, which I feel like he's going to be a nice little – definitely keep that defense together. But, man, let's just say the Raiders secondary is Christmas for any opposing offense coming in, man. That's it. So, they last for sure.
School, being a former running back, they took Genty. How do you see Genty? Do you think that was the right move, taking him where they took him at a top 10 spot? And if it was, how do you see his rookie season playing out with the Raiders?
I think the Raiders were wrong in the beginning because they had a running back. They had Josh Jacobs, who is a top 5 running back in the league. So, you're just taking 3 steps back to go 2 steps forward. Yeah, you roll the dice. You got Ashton Genty, but we really don't know. I think he's gonna be good though. I think he has like energy. I think he has what you call urgency. So he be hitting the hole. It's hard to take down. Goes down the first tackle, or doesn't go down the first tackle, which is that's what every coach has asked for. So I think Genty's cool, but I think they could have used that pick and got something else if they would have just kept Jacobs. So that's just the Raiders, and it just goes to show why they're gonna be last in the division too. Cause
Yeah, and
Do y'all feel like the Raiders reached on that?
absolutely.
I
I mean,
they didn't reach.
I'm team, like, my philosophy is don't get a running back top 10 unless you have everything else, right?
yeah,
The Cowboys took Ezekiel Elliott. Was Ezekiel a top 10 pick? He was 4,
he
right?
was top. I think he's top 5.
I
Yeah,
think so.
Yeah, he was like pick 4. Like, they had an O line already. They had Tony Romo at the time, but Dak was coming in, so he was kind of fine. In that standpoint, they had a receiving core. Their defense was decent. It's not like they had a bad defense, but you was able to take that chance. Like with the Raiders, like you need a lot of stuff, and there's no position where a running back will carry you to that. The only running back that I've seen carry a team, and he still didn't really do much in that too, actually. Yeah, Adrian Peterson, where they were putting 8 dudes in the box. And you kind of had Derrick Henry. But outside of that, like, running back, it's hard to have a foundational running back. Like, you need all the other pieces. Like, Saquon, he went off this year. He was Offensive Player of the Year, but that team was loaded. CMC the year before, Offensive Player of the Year. That team was loaded. So both Super Bowl caliber teams, even without the running backs.
So y'all saying that? My bad. Not to even derail us real quick, but y'all saying that. So who could the Raiders have drafted in that spot? Like Penix or like what y'all, quarterback or like what do y'all? What's the
Penix was a
alternative?
year before.
Yeah, Penix was a year
Oh,
before.
Penix was a year.
I
Gotcha.
see that.
Gotcha.
I don't know. There's a lot of good defensive linemen that slipped. I think there's a lot of defensive backs that slipped, or that could have, there's a lot of value in some D line picks. When you compare someone with Max Crosby, they go after the quarterback. That just takes off the strain from the defense of having to cover, especially in that division. So I would have liked to see them add on to that D line because that's really the key to success. And if not add on to the D line, you could have added on to the O line, which a team in the same division kind of did the same thing, which why I had them pretty high. So I would have liked to see them start in the trenches before getting a running back, honestly.
And that's my thing. It's like they had the trenches. Imagine Josh Jacobs with Brock Bros right now. Like the play action game would go crazy. Especially you got Geno Smith. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, like I said, they just taking a step backwards just to try new shit with same shit with new people. That shit is not gonna work.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this: how many yards? And we'll just stick to rushing yards. How many rushing yards would Genty have to be like? No way he could be a bust. I don't like calling players busts after 1 year, right? But we've seen players get hyped up and then it's like, oh man, that was kind of underwhelming. How many yards would you feel like he needs to hit for his season not to be underwhelming to you?
12.
I wouldn't say 12. I'm thinking like.
And
Did Jahmyr Gibbs? I don't think Jahmyr Gibbs went over 1,000 his first season with the Lions. So
But he was splitting the backfield though, wasn't he?
Realistically, I think 900 to 1,000, 800 to 800 to 1,000 with like 10 touchdowns. I think is doable. I think that kind of justify the pick a little bit. Obviously, that pick won't be justified till later in his career, and he has have 1,200-yard seasons and shit like that. But in his first year, I think 800 to 1,000 is pretty solid yardage wise with that team.
I said 850 with 8 tugs. And that's a good start.
Yeah.
That man said he gotta be a top 5 running back.
Bruh.
I mean, it's fair. It's fair. It's fair to have that
that
expectation, though. I ain't gonna lie. It's fair. But I don't think it's realistic to have with the Raiders. And so.
I'm looking, because we said this, I'm looking at Adrian Peterson, and it said his rookie season, he had 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns his rookie season.
go.
but he not.
That
He know
is
AP.
crazy.
Yeah, he know AP
That boy a
though.
monster.
I like Genty though, but he not no AP.
Is is AP the best running back we've seen in our lifetime? You think?
LT
Best.
would beg to differ.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I,
There's a lot of
I,
running backs.
I
You really
would
think
rather
there's
take a
lot of running
prime
backs.
AP than a prime LT, in my opinion.
Is it bad that I think Chris Johnson
Bruh,
makes a
that
good? He makes
nigga,
a
that
good
nigga
argument.
LT, what he had like 25 tugs in a season, bro.
27. He had like
20,
27.
yeah, bro, stop it.
But I mean, once
AP nice,
again,
nah, I know who AP is, but boy, 27 tugs from a running back in a
nah, I
season.
hear you. But like AP, once again, they had to put 8 in the box, and they still like couldn't stop him. One,
Yeah,
another.
Mm.
This
he a
dude,
monster.
I think he won. Did he win MVP after he torn his ACL?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Either that
like
or come. Yeah.
bro, and I just like the way he run. I mean, I like how both of them runs, but yeah, if I wanted somebody, it'd be AP.
I feel like there's no wrong answer though, honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
in that
Right,
question,
right.
it's just preference.
You think Chris Johnson's second?
No,
Chris Johnson, CJ2K.
CJ2K was nice though.
I
I
don't even
don't
know
know.
if he's
You know,
not the best tight end.
Best what? Oh,
Tight
best
end.
Tennessee
tight
Tight.
end.
Titans.
Who? Eddie George?
Nah, Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
I said Eddie George.
I mean, George deserves some love too, but
Right. I did have an Eddie George jersey. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's crazy.
All right. But yeah, I got the Raiders finishing fourth too. I ain't gonna pile on. They've been a shit show our entire life, so ain't nothing gonna change this year unless they unless they show us something, bro. Uh,
The
moving
two
on,
Raider
man.
fans ain't even here today, bro, to
Right.
defend their team. That tells you everything you need to know.
They knew what it was. Moving on, man, to the next team. The Denver Broncos finished 10-7 last season. Obviously, Bo Nix led the charge for them with Sean Payton. Looks like he finally got his quarterback. They're coming off an offseason and where they paid Cortland Sutton, I believe, $98 million or something like that, something crazy. They got a very young, touted defense. Future looks bright in Denver. Big turnaround. Scoob, we'll start off with you, man. How you got them finishing this season?
I think they're gonna be like the Pittsburgh Steelers on the West. They're gonna be that 500 team. So I think they're gonna be third. That's the only bad part though, because they got Patrick Mahomes and all that. But they're gonna be third, 8 and 9.
8-9.
Yeah, 8 and 9. They're gonna be third.
Miles, you kind of see the same. How you feel about the Broncos?
I got the Broncos. This is tough. I got the Broncos at 2. Despite what I said about Bo Nix on one of our previous episodes, I think that defense, bro, they dang near top 5 defense in the NFL. If not, they not 5 either. Like they got stacked over the offseason. They got your boy Kinlaw. They got your boy Hufunga. They still got.
You said
I think they
Kinlaw.
got Bradley. Or no, they got Greenlaw. I always get them mixed up. One of the laws. You
I
know
was
what
like,
I mean?
even if they had Kinlaw, I still would have laughed.
Hey,
he might be
one of the
Commanders.
laws. Is he? Oh yeah. But like, just all that to say, bro, they stacked on the defensive end. I mean, Pastor 10 coming off a great season. Their secondary is probably the biggest question mark, maybe. But that pass rush they got is elite, bro. Bo Nix, I mean, he looking decent in the in this preseason. So, and then behind the offensive mind like Sean Payton, like I think a offensive minded coach with a strong defense is just it's a making for greatness. So, I think they're gonna be second in that division for sure.
Yeah, that Drake Greenlaw loss hurt, but he can't stay healthy, especially after that Achilles. I know Huff is on that team. We'll see what he looks like. He's really had one good year. Obviously, he popped the ACL a couple years ago. Came back this year, couldn't stay healthy again. So we'll see what that looks like for them. If they could turn it around with the Broncos, good for them. Anthony, how you see the Broncos finishing this year?
Well, you was breaking it down. I thought you were gonna say your prediction, but
My fault. I'll go
man,
last per usual, but
nah, it's all good. Actually, man, I got them going first. I got them pulling out, dethroning the Chiefs. I do think the Chiefs going to be good this year. Man, I also think the Chiefs, it's already hard to win your division, and they've been king of their division so long. I just think the Chargers and the Broncos are just hungry to take over that spot. I like what Bo Nix did last year. He was kind of under the radar, but he still had a great season. That like I'm a double down on that defense. If they could stay healthy, health is a big component to this, right? With Greenlaw, Hufanga dealt with some health issues. I really like their front seven. I mean, shoot, really every level, right? Um, they got old boy from Texas, the DB from Texas. I think it's Jade Barron. He looks good. Let's see if it can translate. Um, but then the offensive side, I think one key component that they made addition to is Evan Ingram, right? Evan Ingram didn't do that well last year. He was dealing with injuries, but the year before he was killing it. I think he will be a reliable receiver target for Bo Nix, and I got him going number one. I got him be dethroning the Kings of the AFC.
You said something interesting, man. You said that every team has been hungry to dethrone the Chiefs for some time now. The motherfuckers must be starved, bro, because this has been 9 straight years, bro, since anyone has won that division title. And you think now it's about to change?
No, I didn't say they. I said they're starting to get hungry. Like you could see,
Uh,
you
they've
could see
been hungry,
last year
though.
there was.
I think every
No, no,
year
no.
they hungry, but
You think the Raiders was hungry for 9 years?
Hell
No.
yeah.
the way they fans be talking, them boys is. Them
They
But I'm
boys
need to
saying,
have some
but
rules, bro.
every dynasty come to the end. I'm not saying this is the end of a dynasty, but I'm saying like this is not going to last forever. So we've seen it where teams dominate a division. So respect to Pat and the Chiefs, but I got Denver at least winning the division this year.
We got our clickbait right there, boy.
Yeah, it is.
School, do you share the same sentiment of the Broncos winning the division this year?
No, I said third.
You did say third. I
You got
got
him a
them
third.
third. I
It's on
got them
you.
third. I got them third too. I like the team, but I like the other two teams better. I'm not finna repeat anything y'all said, but they do like I mentioned earlier. We'll see what the additions do for their defense. What their defense was already top notch. You had a if Dre Greenlaw can stay healthy, they basically I won't say they got their Fred Warner because he can't cover like Fred, but in terms of pursuit, tackling, and hit power, and just bringing that dog on the defensive side of the ball, they got that for sure. So. If he stays healthy, that defense goes to another level. We'll see what Bo Nix's second year looks like. I'm a little iffy about it, but he's proved me wrong last year. I didn't think he was going to be shit, and he had one of the best seasons out of the rookies behind Jaden Daniels. So we'll see what the Broncos provide for us this year. Coming up next, man, at 11-6, we got the Chargers. One of the big breaking news that we had from them is they just lost their All-Pro left tackle, Rashawn Slater. Um, that is a huge blow to that team. He's one of their best players, highest paid too. They lost Joey Bosa to the Buffalo Bills this year, but then they bring on Keenan Allen back in action with the Chargers. So, Miles, how you see the Chargers finishing this year?
We
Ah, shit.
Here we go.
You gotta restart.
it just,
It's good for one episode at least.
Hey, go ahead. We'll wait for you, brother.
that's, I got them a third, man. It ain't changed, man. I think, like you said, they lost Rashawn Slater.
Somebody else gotta take over.
They lost Rashawn Slater, man.
He's
I think
still
Joe
talking.
is definitely.
I can't.
They got him on the other side. Damn, I'm cutting.
Yeah,
you lagging
bro.
too.
That's crazy.
I'll go. I got the Chargers finishing second. I got them 9-8.
Tragic.
They just like you said they lost Slater, but they also might have lost Najee Harris too. It's ain't looking bad for his eye. So I don't know about that. And their defense too. So they got good defense, good squad around it, and they're just a good team in general. They've always been a good team. They just lose in the fourth quarter, or they lose at the very last minute. So
Yeah.
because of that, I just think it's gonna be the same thing. They're gonna just lose games at the last minute. The games that are already won, they still gonna find a way to lose. So for that reason, though. But they got a good team, and they got a good ass head coach. So
Yeah, I mean, sure. If they don't got Najee, they do got that first round pick, Omarion Hampton, who everybody's pretty high on. So
Oh, I
I
think he's the
think,
best running back in the draft. Period.
yeah, so it could be a blessing in disguise. I mean, if you get both of them, if you have both of them, I think that's great. But if Najee's out for some time because of that damn eye, and man, I think Omari and Hampton gets the opportunity of a lifetime to take over week one. So, and how you see that division, or how you see the Chargers finishing in that division? Well, I kind of know, but why do you got them third place?
Yeah, so I got them third place. I got them winning 10 games still. Like I think they'll be very good. This my prediction was actually before the Slater injury. That's very unfortunate. Um, Derwin James had one of the most healthy years he's had in his career last year, and it showed like the impact that he shows. So if he could stay healthy, I have a good amount of confidence in him. We'll see how Khalil Mack. He kind of had a resurgence year last year where he bounced back. A lot of people thought he was on the decline, but he showed that he was able to resurrect his career. So we'll see how that goes. Um, but yeah, I think they're all going to be good. I don't really have nothing bad to say about them. I just think Kansas City and Denver will be better. I think we'll have 3-10 win teams in this division, and they're going to battle it out. So it's just unfortunate somebody got to be third in this case.
Yep. And Maz, you want to get at a try again, brother? Nope.
Mic check. Am I
Nope.
lagging? Cool. Perfect. I think y'all
No,
kind of
no, no,
grazed
no.
on everything, man. I still got him at 3.
I was saying like, nope, it ain't fixed.
Not at all.
Oh, it was fixed for me.
I mean, go for it. Maybe it might fix
Oh, I
itself.
see. He trying to play with me.
It
Nah,
was
Scoop,
good.
see you
Messed up on mine,
too.
Yeah, it's messed up on mine too.
He's doing that.
But it ain't as
still
bad
got
as the
him.
first
I'm
one.
gonna leave it there.
I got them
I'm gonna
finishing
leave it
two,
there. I
man.
got him at 3.
Okay. I got the Chargers finishing second. Any Jim Harbaugh led team is always going to be in the fight. They improve every year too, and when you have, I think they got the second best quarterback in that division. Herbert had a hell of a season, one of his best years last year, especially not turning the ball over. You give him his weapon, Keenan Allen, back. Lad McConkey, I think he just improves off his excellent first season. I know they lose Rashawn Slater, but that's why you drafted Joe Alt. It would have been great to have both of them, but now you slide Joel Alt over to the left side of that line to protect Herbert's backside. As you mentioned, Scoop, they might not have Najee, but they got Amari and Hampton. And then the defense, I think, is pretty solid. So I got faith in Jim Harbaugh. He has a different brand of football. We all know what it is. It's tough nose, hard, smash mouth, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but they're gonna run the hell out of the ball, man. That's what they do. And then they're gonna rely on Herbert on them third and short opportunities to make the best decision possible, which he did last year. He's got to cut the turnovers down in the playoffs, but we talking about regular season. I got them finishing second, and so that leaves us, man, with the team now.
Hold up.
Yeah,
First off, let me just say this comment. Another reason why the Chargers will be third out of the 3 teams because of their OC, Greg Roman. And as 49er fans, you know how Greg Roman is at times. And I felt like he held back the Ravens as well when he was in Baltimore. So, a question I got for y'all: do y'all feel like this is it for Najee?
no,
I asked this because obviously he's dealing with the eye. If Hampton, kind of goes off on the scene, he's going to be the running back one. Like that's kind of going to be that's their first round pick. If he's doing well, man, he's going to be the starter. But also like people see him going on a decline, and running backs already don't have much durability. So what y'all think about that?
nah, bro. Yeah, 4 straight 1,000-yard season. I think in terms of is it? I'm trying to chase that big money contract that certain running backs are getting, that James Cook just got, probably. But I mean, he's still an asset, a valuable asset you could add to your backfield for any team in the league. It might not be the price he wants, but someone will come knocking on his door if the Chargers let him go. So I don't think this is it. And plus, he's what 27, 28, like
Hey,
still
20,
technically.
27,
I mean,
28 for
yeah,
a running
it's
back.
yeah, but I mean, something's got to having 1,000 yards every year in your career has got to speak for something. So I don't think it's even close. But
And I was mainly saying like not career over, but RB1 status.
nah, he'll get that
Oh
somewhere,
yeah.
bro.
I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
so.
thousand
If
percent.
it,
Can y'all hear me now? Am I lagging?
no, I
Yeah,
hear you.
we can hear you.
Thank God. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Go
think.
ahead, Scoop. I'm
I
gonna
think
save it.
it might be raps, man. Especially if it's really with that eye, man. Even if you lose a slice vision, I feel like as a running back at the NFL level, like you gotta see shit before it even happens. Like I don't know. So, I mean, I hope it works out. I know he's gonna get his opportunity, and I hope he still, this doesn't stop him at all. But I don't know. I might be raps for that RB1 spot.
I only say that though because like we just watched Javonte Williams be ass. Like he's had multiple opportunities with the Broncos to be RB1. Obviously, he's lost that, and now he's with the Cowboys. And we already see the reports that he's been taking first team reps. So like you could lose it one spot and then gain it in another spot, even if you weren't as productive in that original spot. So I I don't know. I still think RB1 is very much alive no matter where he goes. It probably might be dead with the Chargers, but even if he did have a good season, I mean, they drafted Omari Hampton in the first round. He was going to eventually take over that spot regardless if he had a good or a bad year. So,
Let me mention this real quick because you were saying he turning 26, 27. I'm gonna just tell you this: Nick Chubb last great year, he was 27. Le'Veon Bell's last great year, he was 25.
that's different
Right,
though, bruh. He took a year
but
off. He had to hold out.
he might
He,
take a year
he,
off with the eye.
he
Hold up, let me
yeah,
finish real quick. Todd Gurley, I know he's different with the mileage, but his last great year, 2018. I mean, not 2000. It was 2018, but he was 24. Leonard Fournette, his last great year, he was 26 with 800 yards. So I'm just saying, like, everybody is different out of those guys, but when you start hitting that 25, 26, 27, like,
that's injuries though. Like Nick Chubb, knee was gone. You know what I'm saying? Who's the other one? Todd Gurley, knee was gone. You know what I'm saying? Like these are guys who's had injuries, major injuries too. At that, I don't think Najee's had a major injury yet. I mean, the eye is major, but on the field, like, I
I was like, that's a
mean,
major injury.
no, it's a major injury, but like, it's not like a on the field injury. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, bro, like one of those one offs that just JPP when he blew his hand off with the fireworks, like that's that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So if the eye gets right, if the eye is never gonna get right, then obviously it might be Raz. But if the eye gets right and he just needs more time off to heal that eye, then I mean I think he's straight when he comes back. So, but yeah, no, that is a huge injury though, because you can't see, boy, you can't see.
Right. Like, shoot, imagine
Can't see that blind side, boy. You
trying to
a
cut
real
back to
blind
the left
side.
side and
Shit.
Jesus.
they see. I forgot if he posted a picture. Somebody posted a picture.
I
His eye
seen
was,
it. Yeah, it's shut. Yeah.
That shit is
I'm like,
still
why?
shit.
Why would you post that, bro? You already know what the story's just finna be. Like, that don't make no sense. But I just, if niggas ain't know now, bro, do not stop messing with them illegal fireworks, bro. They no good every time, bro. I know y'all seen that rapper blew his hand off like a couple or sometime last month, bro. Like, stop fucking with him. But
Yeah.
back to the topic. We got the Chiefs except Anthony, number one. So we'll let Anthony explain. I mean, he kind of already explained, but so there's really much not to explain about. I think the Chiefs, they got the best coach, best quarterback, one of the best defensive players in that division. I don't think anything changes. Uh, yes, teams are getting better in that division, but it's you got to show me something. You know what I'm saying? Prove me wrong. And it's been Pat Mahomes' division ever since he stepped foot on the turf. So I don't see anything changing with them. I don't know, Scoop, Miles, y'all wanted to add on to that? Or
You got a good
Which-
defense, a
I
good
think-
quarterback, and a good head coach, you're going to win.
yeah,
Every time.
what y'all think about the Rasheed Rice situation?
some bullshit.
Like how they gonna say we gonna
Is-
figure this out in a month from now?
They just gonna push it back after too. Like they not finna suspend him mid-season. I seen like some like
So is he not playing?
No, he's playing. They
To start,
Yeah, but of course, like the hearing is after. I think they got to run a gauntlet their first 4 games or something like that. And the hearing is after their first 4. I think it's when they got to play Chargers, Ravens, Philly, and I forget the other team. But they're having a hearing afterwards, which everybody's in the uproar about. Which is confusing because Jordan Addison gets 3 games for speeding, and then you got Rasheed Rice on video ramming into a woman, hopping out the car, and then just leaving the scene. Like that's just crazy to me. How that's just not 3, 4 games off the rip, but that's the NFL, man.
I one thing about it, man, I think the NFL gonna be sneaky with it in a way. It's like, okay, let's see how the Chiefs are doing, and then if they ain't doing so well, let's just try to postpone this as long as we can. If they survive the gauntlet, then let's just suspend them for a little bit, give them a slap on the wrist, and then let's move forward. It's just so questionable though. So he if they do have him for the full season, like he gonna be balling for him. I like Xavier Worthy too. Like Xavier Worthy been balling on the back stretch of it, right? Now they lost the Super Bowl, but like he was the only bright spot that they had that game. He did well in the playoffs. Like that combo, and if Kelsey could find a way to bounce back because their offense wasn't.
This is it for Travis, man. This is last year. He too deep in love right now, which is perfectly fine, bro. He got Taylor to carry the rest of his career, money wise. He gonna take care of everything, but you don't regress like Travis did and come back to natural form, bro. That's just age catching up to you. It's been a great ride, Travis. You know what I'm saying? I still defend you as the GOAT tight end, but one thing Rob knew what to do, he knew how to hang him up, bro. And I think your time is coming. I understand you're playing with a great quarterback in Patrick Mahomes, but listen, man, I don't want to see you go out on a 500-yard season, 2 touchdowns. Stay on top, brother. Stay on top.
Yeah, bro, 35. It's just raps, bro.
Yeah.
Time to hang it up.
You said
The
Draymond effect. Draymond in the NFL. I'm gonna ride this. I'm gonna ride this so I can't ride it no more.
Till they kick me out the building, man.
till they walk me out. I'm gonna stand right by him.
If he could block for Mahomes, he good. Man.
He not
Right.
blocking.
He's gonna be a tight end too before he get cut.
He not
I
blocking.
think their defense though was like that's crazy. It's like, you got Chris Jones, and you got your boy Nick Bolton. Nick Bolton's a dog in my eyes, and then you got Trent McDuffie. I think that's a recipe for greatness too. Those 3 alone.
Yeah, man. That's easy. Chiefs, at least for us, for the 3 of us out of the 4, Chiefs winning. That's an easy decision.
The only
with
thing,
clickbait. So
the only thing that concerned me about the Chiefs is that offensive line, bro. I feel like what they just lost the one they tackles just retired, or one of their guards retired. And I know in the Super Bowl they got like exposed. That pass rush was killing Mahomes, bro. So like, I feel like if teams peep that. Nah, but I mean, you got to play the Broncos twice, and they pass rush ain't no slouch either. So I feel like that's gonna give some Mahomes some headaches. This might be the last year we really see the Chiefs like as the Chiefs, and then it's like it's wraps.
Yeah, we've heard that before. We've heard that before, bro. We
Father Time is undefeated,
bro.
Brothers.
We heard when Tyreek left, they weren't gonna be shit. He had one of his better seasons. Shit, Rasheed Rice goes down, Travis Kelce on the decline. They said it again. Like we've been trying to, we did this for Brady, bro. We keep trying to write him off, and the niggas just won't go away, bro. It's just time to accept the fact that the AFC just runs through him. Like he may lose in the Super Bowl, yes, but he's gonna get there. Like the AFC Conference Championship game is a Kansas City Chief Invitational. You know what I'm saying? You could bookmark them there every January, you know what I'm saying? And that nothing's gonna change, bro. No one. I mean, they've sent everybody. They've sent Joe Burrow at him. They've sent Josh Allen at him. They sent fucking Lamar Jackson at him. Like you cannot take this man down, and it's just time to accept it, man. We watched it with Brady, and we weren't even 2 years fresh off Brady before this happened. Like it's just been a consistent thing. It's gonna stay that way, and so. The only thing that can change my mind is if somebody knocks him off multiple years, and then I'll be like, all right, it's dead. But we have yet to see that, man. I don't think we're gonna see that this year or next year. So,
let me just shout some people out in the chat. Appreciate y'all commenting. Tay 800 or 800, maybe I should say it like that. Tay 800 shouted the Raiders out saying they was trash, so he just agreed with us. And my boy Dom, what's up, Dom? Shout out to you. Appreciate you tuning in.
Dirty Dom.
Me and Alex gonna run that league this year. But appreciate you tuning in.
Bet. Moving on to the next division, man. My favorite division. You know what I'm saying? We got the NFC West. Um, and as
Stu,
y'all
why you
like
look
to,
like that?
as you know, we're gonna
You know I don't
start
like my
from the.
answers.
I don't need to like it. It's expected. But as you like to know, I like to start from the bottom up, and we got the San Francisco 49ers coming up. First, this is a team that finished 6-11 last year. Really an anomaly, if you ask me, of a season. But as we know, they were the number one injured team last year, so that played a big factor. This offseason, bring back Robert Saleh, who is one of their D coordinators when 2019 when they went to the Super Bowl. And then they paid Brock Purdy, as we know, to that big contract. I think he's sixth, seventh highest paid in the league. Um, well deserved for the last pick of the draft. Um, Anthony, man, how do you see the 49ers finishing this year, dog?
I knew he was going to come with him first.
Hey, we'll put that hate on the back burner right now, bro. Let's get the real first.
Hey man, 49ers gonna be first in the division, right?
Thank you.
Yes, yes, I'm a fan. Yes, I may be biased, but I will say I do have some question marks. Our defense is new. It's a lot of new talent out there. There's a lot of guys that got something to prove, but we still got a couple of staples on each level of our defense. We got Nick Bosa, who's been somebody that's been reliable. He's kind of been his stats been on the decline, but the way he affects the game is not that far off to where he was before. Fred Warner, he was on his way to having the best season almost for any recent linebacker until he got hurt against the Patriots week 4. I'm confident Fred Warner is going to come back with something to prove. And then we got Diamador Lenore, which I'm very excited about. I feel like he's going to get more. Do your research, brother. I
Man,
feel like
they don't know ball outside of their divisions, bro.
I feel like he's going to get recognized more because I feel like our defense is going to be better, right? And I'm not going to say everything because I know Aaron got some more stuff. But our offense, we just need to stay healthy. If CMC, Kittle, and Trent Williams stay healthy for a majority of the season, I think we'll be fine. If you look at our schedule, oh my gosh, I'm not even saying we're going to be first because we're the best roster in the division, but our schedule is hard to find. Like, okay, like we're definitely going to lose these. Like, there's a lot of winnable games, and that's going to be that's really the main reason why I'm picking us to be first in the division.
Shit cake, boy. I ain't gonna lie. All right, let's go ahead and get this hate up out the way, man. As you can see, bro, the two to my left, man, just itching to say some crazy shit. So we're gonna go to dude who had his eyes closed most of the time as you were speaking. Very disrespectful, by the way, because I don't recall us doing that with the Patriots. But Miles, go ahead, man. Durag might be too tight or something, bro. But go for it, brother.
Man, I get having an easy schedule, but I tried to say something nice about the Niners, man, and that's the only thing that came to mind. Because first in the division is insane. Let's keep it real, man. Like, I know the schedule is easy, but I think the biggest thing y'all could have asked for this offseason was health, and that was not granted to y'all. Y'all lost a lot of key players, man. Y'all lost some vets to free agency. Maybe you guys don't need them that much, but I think they were important pieces to y'all team. Y'all signed Brock, which is a huge addition. I like it. I think y'all solidified y'all quarterback moving forward. But y'all lost. I just feel like it's way too many losses and not enough wins this offseason for y'all. To be honest, it's a down year for the Niners. And I think y'all should take this year, enjoy it, win a few games where you can, and just, coast and go get a nice little draft pick. You feel me? Like, y'all, take a break. Take a break.
I heard you.
So
where are we finishing?
Oh, I got you. How bad do I disrespect y'all, man? I got y'all at 3. That's it. I got y'all at 3.
Miles, I'm glad you said all of that because I want to counter with everything you said. Who did we lose that was really going to change Like, who did we lose to really be like, oh, they lost this guy, so they're not going to be as good?
And mind you,
I
you're about to name some defensive players, and we
I am
had
very
the
much so.
30th, the 29th ranked defense and get an opponent scoring. By the way, so we're losing people that were a part of the worst defense last year. So just want to add that before you start talking.
I feel it. I agree. But those players were a part of that team when y'all went to the Super Bowl. So when I say Kinlaw, when I say Hufunga, when I Greenlaw,
Kinlaw,
those
Hufanga,
are
Greenlaw.
Hufanga was
when
not part of that Super Bowl.
when those law teams, they were
Mm.
on. They were part of that magic. Maybe Hufunga, he tore his ACL, correct? That was the season.
Early in that season, yeah.
But they were still a part of that magic. That's all. That's all I'm saying. And also, too, man, y'all lost Debo. Debo might not have been the best producer, but that was Brock's best friend. That was
No, it
definitely
wasn't.
Brock's best friend on that
No,
No,
it
it
team, bro.
wasn't.
Yes,
Not
he
even
was
close.
one of his best friends.
No, he was
Ayuk
not
didn't
even
play at all
close.
last year, so he was definitely one of his best friends,
No,
especially
bro.
coming across
Well,
that.
no, it. Go
So
ahead.
so so is Debo losing Debo is going to hurt us offensively. That's what you're saying.
Oh
Even
yeah,
though,
guaranteed.
even though
It's a
y'all
void.
recognize, even though y'all recognize last year in the group, y'all saying this dude is on the decline.
Bro,
Oh yeah,
called him
but that don't
So
change
trash,
the
all
fact that
types
that's
of
still a
shit.
go-to guy.
so
He
losing
was not a
somebody on the
go.
deep.
Can we
That
stop?
was
He
one
was
of
not a.
Brock's guys.
No, he was
Yes,
not. He was third in receiving on our team. Jawan Jennings had a better season than him.
Wait,
because Jawan was okay. That's fine.
I
Go
just
ahead,
said
Ant. Let me cut you off.
somebody. I just compared DJ Moore to Debo, saying like DJ Moore is a better Debo, and that you said that was disrespectful to DJ Moore, but now Debo is a loss. Who is
Yeah,
declining?
because they're two different teams. They're not on the same tier, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the same impact. That doesn't mean he doesn't have an
Debo,
impact
Debo,
on that team.
since what was that year when we were using him as wide back, bro? Was that 21?
19, 20,
That was
20.
21.
20.
I'll
When he
say
had it,
23.
when he had his All Pro year though, when it was the most effective. Ever since that year, bro, he's been on the decline, bro. They caught up to that shit. Every time he went in the backfield in motion, they knew he was getting the ball, bro. Everybody was on that shit, bro. So like as a receiver, he was not effective for us at all, bro. He was more of just like a sweep guy or a running back guy, which eventually, bro, you can only get so much production out of that. So good riddance,
Now,
Debo.
It's a
Thank you.
guy y'all
now,
can
Remember,
use in different ways. Didn't
now,
y'all lose?
now,
Y'all lost Banks. Aaron Banks gone too. Is he not? Or am I wrong?
Yeah.
he didn't have a good season last year. I think that was
One good
that
season,
was
but
one
I
bad
think
season.
another thing you have to understand too, and I'll say this. Well, first off, it was the Debo being on the decline is the Niners' fault, right? Just all the mileage that they've been using on him. So I'm not saying Debo wasn't important to us. He was, but as much as we use Debo, it's kind of like we got to just get rid of him because he's not going to be much value anytime soon.
it's not worth the money you paying for a receiver that can't play receiver most of the time.
But who did y'all get to fill the void? That's when I'm like,
We'll
who's
we'll
filling
get to that
void?
if you paid attention. Well, I'll get to that for you,
All
but
right,
you would know if you
all
paid
right.
attention. Go ahead, Scoob.
Hey,
I know you've been waiting to spill your hate too, brother.
This ain't hate, man. I'm about time to tell y'all the truth. All right, so y'all gonna be dead last. All right, I'm gonna let y'all
Heard
know
you.
why.
All right, off to the next. My
Y'all gonna be dead last, but you said it because y'all last year y'all was 29th in fucking defense, and y'all ain't add nobody to help y'all with that. So for that reason alone, if you still have a top 5 worst defense, that easy schedule is not gonna matter. And y'all just financed a Nissan Altima and Brock Purdy for about 5 years. So I mean, it's just not gonna look good. And y'all got an old ass BMW in y'all backfield. Yeah, he looked nice on the outside, but the inside, goddamn, bro, he put 100,000, 200,000 miles on that BMW. So he gonna get them tires gonna go out, or that alternator is gonna blow soon. I just don't think it's gonna be nice, man. I think they're in the rebuild stage, which is sad. I always want to root for the local team, but and you know, shout out to Brandon, but man, bro, y'all going the only thing first y'all need to worry about is that first round pick next year.
Go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead, Aaron.
That's some great analysis, man. But to no surprise, man, I got the Niners coming in at number 1. I think if you look at last season, we could have easily been. Well, we finished 6-11, and I got 4 games down on my sheet that we could have won if it wasn't for the defense, man. I got the Rams twice. where we lost by one game, 27-24. Defense sold that, and we all know we had a Ronnie Bell drop a wide open pass that could have put us in field goal range to win the game. Got the Cardinals where the defense give up 11 in the fourth. You know what I'm saying? We lose that game by one. They give up a 4th and 18, bro. You can end the game. You know what I'm saying? In the game, game over, we win. Boom, we out the crib. No, we lose that. Then you give up a game-winning drive to Geno Smith, of all people. The first time the Niners lose to the freaking Seahawks in the last, 3-4 years, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the next Rams game where Miles' favorite receiver out of nowhere, Deebo Samuel, drops a touchdown that could have put us in front in a game where the weather was shit. So that's 4 games. That's the difference between 6-11 and 10-7, you know what I'm saying? And I think when you look at what we added for defense, you guys say we didn't really add no players. That's wrong. We had Bryce Huff, who is a highly touted free agent going into last season. I'm not expecting Miles to know who that is because he thought Deebo Samuel was our go-to target last season. And then we add Robert Saleh, who is one of the best defensive-minded heads.
What the fuck are these players?
See, and Anthony, this is who we argue against because he just said who is Robert Saleh as a player, not knowing that he is a freaking
we know
coach.
who Robert Saleh is, bro.
He just said who are these players?
I did say who these players are.
Oh,
Exactly.
But we know who Saleh is, bro. But who
All
else
right.
did y'all add?
So look.
All right, so we still have our
bad.
secondary. We got Renardo Green, who is, if you watch, he was one of the better our DBs on our team. He was a rookie last year, played absolutely well. I think he took, I forget whose position he took last year, but he ended up starting. I know our 2 safeties right now, they're coming back from injury. Malik Mustafa, who replaced Hufanga actually last year, who's a banger. And then we have Jair Brown. I'm not that high on him, but as Anthony mentioned, bro, we still got Fred Warner. You still got Nick Bosa. You know what I'm saying? We draft Mykel Williams from Georgia. He's not there as a sack specialist yet, but he was one hell of a run stopper, which was one of our biggest problems last year. And so I think the defense is going to take some time when you add a new it's hard to call him new because he's been there, but there's new players there, so they got to kind of get used to that system. Offensive side of the ball, I don't know why y'all talk shit so much. This was a number 4 ranked offense last year, passing offense. That's with all the injuries. The top 15, or I'll just say they were the 12th ranked rushing offense, and that's without McCaffrey. And so when you add CMC back to that mix, Trent Williams missed some games last year. George Kittle is still one of the best tight ends in the game, if not the best.
How old is Trent?
Trent, I don't know. He like 35, 36, but the way players still talk about him, they still say he's one of the best. That he's still. I mean, nigga, how old is your quarterback, bruh? That nigga is 40. What is we talking about, bruh? What is we talking about? You got to talk about a Nissan. Well, you got a 95 Civic at quarterback.
And that's Trent Williams. And that's Trent Williams.
All right.
Boy, that Ford Bronco.
And then we still got Ayuk on the back burner. My boy coming back. He had an all-pro season, obviously, his last full healthy season. And then we got Ricky Pearsall, man. I know y'all gonna be like, he ain't shit, but the nigga got shot last year. Let's be real, bro. And then he came back to it. Who coming back after getting shot? In the chest.
Okay,
What?
50 Cent. Like, I respect it, but man.
Brian Robinson Jr. got shot, came back, and was still going crazy.
Okay, and Ricky went crazy too in his games that he played. Finished with I think he finished with 400 yards, a couple, or maybe 3-4. I don't know his exact stats, but I'm expecting him to have a huge season for us, kind of taking over. It's hard. I want to say receiver 1 until B get back, because I know Jawan Jennings is battling some injuries, who is 30 yards away from 1,000. He was a better receiver than Deebo last year. I know you probably don't know who that is. I'll be surprised if you know who Jawan Jennings is, but Deebo was nowhere near. Deebo was nowhere near our number 1, number 2 receiver last year, bro, and that's cool. We appreciate everything Deebo did for us, but
that was Brock's. Why are we acting like that? Brock did not like to look his way. Brock loved to look his way. Why are you acting?
We're talking about last season, and that was not. We had two guys touch 1,000 damn near, and it was George and Jawan. You're telling me Debo, he liked to look Debo's way,
Well,
and Debo wasn't
was
close?
sick. Debo was sick, and wasn't he battling like a injury last year too? The whole season.
Pneumonia.
You would have thought the nigga got shot the way he was playing, and he wasn't even close to getting shot.
Well, shit.
The man has had one 1,000-yard season in his entire career, and you're telling me that's his favorite target.
Look.
Hey, I'm not Brock.
The years.
Saying what I.
But you just said that was his favorite target. Now you're not Brock.
I'm just going off what I see, brother. That's it.
And what you see is a guy that
you don't even watch the game. The year that Brock Purdy started right and started getting love and took over, Debo had 632. The next year he had 892, and then the next year he had 670. He was at best the third in receiving on the team. He either had two of the three above him. He had Jawan Jennings, he had Brandon Ayuk, or he had George Kittle. Shoot, freaking Christian McCaffrey was even on his heels on receiving yards. So to say he was Brock's favorite target, like, you just showing that you're not. You just talking.
You're not. Exactly. And that's cool. I expect that coming from the homies.
So what about the targets? Can we talk about targets? Was he up there in targets? If not, if he was up there, if he wasn't up there.
You should know this if that was his favorite receiver, the way you was talking. I thought you would have known. You're supposed to tell me.
It's hard to watch them.
I don't have them in front of me.
Me ain't really watching.
It's hard to watch playoff teams, I guess.
Right.
Playoff team? When the last
1 season, and it's hard to watch us, but y'all for sure was watching us the year
Mike
before.
Tomlin go 9-8 for all these years.
Best coach in the league.
All right, I mean, he didn't make.
All right, man. So we got. All right, man.
Losing season with the ass quarterback. So.
But last thing I want to say about it, man, Robert Saleh, I think him and Kyle Shanahan are the top three play callers on their respectable side of the ball. That's going to make a huge difference. We was just talking about, is coaching overrated? And I think Robert Saleh is going to prove that it is not overrated this year by reviving our defense and making it a competing unit. Offense, the only thing that's going to hurt us is injuries, just like every year.
And that's with any team, bro. You still can't. What's wrong with our offense? With all the injuries, with all the injuries we had last year, we still had a top 5 passing offense and scoring offense. So what outside of injury school, what else do we have to worry about?
Outside of injuries, what else you have to worry about?
Yeah, if we were top 5, if we were total offense ranked number 4, and we're a top 5 passing offense with a top 12 rushing offense without the best running back, what do we have to worry about outside of injuries? Like, because you're saying there's something else. What is it? Because we got everybody back healthy right now.
And
so what's our holes right now? Exactly. So what's our holes right now on offense?
The holes is just a bunch of question marks.
Y'all training
like, you know how on Madden, like, it has a bunch of
outside
of
of
a bunch
injuries.
of question marks on your whole offense. Your whole offense got question marks.
So who? Like who?
The old man on the left tackle. You got the Nissan Altima, and you got that old ass BMW, and then your 50 cent, 25 cent over there in your slot, and then y'all got.
So the same guys you're naming who played last year, majority of last year, that were top 5, they're a question mark.
You're saying it's injuries, but I'm also saying it's injuries plus their age. Like, that's something else to worry about too.
Brock Purdy, there's one old dude on our team.
How old is you just said 26-year-old was like the cutoff for running backs. How old is Christian?
I didn't say that shit.
Your former teammate.
That's how we get it described now.
Right. Yeah.
Just be honest with yourselves. That's all we saying, man.
Coming from where you had the Patriots.
I definitely had him at 2. I had him at 2. That's fair.
Okay.
That is fair.
Okay.
We got better. Y'all didn't get better. I had him at 2. We got better.
Look at the schedule, 49ers schedule, and just let us know where we're gonna have.
The only teams I had is losing to. Only team I had is losing to, just because it was a divisional game, is the Rams and the Seahawks. Everything else is
17.
Bro, we playing the NFC South, bro. That shit is cakewalk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you just named all these teams y'all had close games against. So those teams did not get better during this offseason.
Man,
You
I
think
think they did. A lot of those teams' names got better.
you think the Seahawks got better?
yes, their running game is
They got
nasty.
Cooper Cup.
They
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 got one of the worst
they got they
O-lines
right.
and Sam Darnold.
so
But
Cooper
hey,
Cup, the guy
Sam
who
Darnold had a good season
LA,
last.
he
we
had
did
a
say
good season
Debo was
last one.
valuable.
He had a good season because of who? Let's be real now. He had a good season
Let's
because of
let's
who?
talk about it. Let's talk about the Seahawks. Let's talk about
Are
it.
they next up on the
Let's,
list?
let's,
They
They
are.
not. They
all
not
right.
They
next.
could
They're
be.
not next. They're not
They,
next.
All
They
right.
could
Right
be.
now,
They
right
could
now
be.
we got the Arizona Cardinals. Man, they finished 8-9. Talk about a team that not much has changed. They ain't changed shit other than their draft pick. Obviously, they got Kyler at quarterback. They drafted Marvin Harrison very high last year. Not a bad pick. One of the better receivers in that draft class. How do you guys see the Cardinals finishing this season? Not you guys, but Miles. How do you see them finishing?
I got the Cardinals. Ooh, that's tough. I got the Cardinals at 2 this year. I got the Cardinals at 2. It's a stretch, but I think this is a prove-it year for Kyler Murray. I think this is a prove-it year for that team in general, especially Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray definitely got to put up his best football, or Arizona's going to find a new quarterback over this next offseason. I like how they added Josh Sweat from the Eagles. That pass rush has definitely got improved. I mean, I don't want to harp on the whole team, but I think they based off their schedule too. Like you saying, the Niners got an easy schedule. I think the Cardinals got a pretty moderate schedule too, man. So I think they could be dang near up there, at least make a wild card appearance, man. With that, especially with Marvin Harrison and Trey McBride, I think they got the pieces to be great, and they had one of the best rushing offenses last year too. So I really didn't see a lot of regression. They got better. So and Kyler got approved, so I got him at 2.
Aaron, irritated as hell.
Man, y'all heard you. Scoop, where you
Because
got?
I know he had him last.
They are last, but Scoop, where you got the Cardinals finishing?
I got them second as well. I got them well above the Niners.
Yep.
Main reason why, because Miles said they're rushing, and I think James Conner is a slept-on running back, a hard smash-mouth football. With that, Trey McBride, Kyler Murray, I think he's a proven guy too. Marvin Harrison, which probably will be the next guy that we're talking about, like the top 5, top 10 wideouts in the NFL. I think this is going to be his breakout year. And on the defensive side, they got that boy Will Johnson. I think Will Johnson's going to be strapping. I think he slept on. I think he's going to be a hell of a cornerback in that division. I just think, like you said, it's not a lot of pieces missing. They don't have injury problems, so that's why I got them second.
And where you got them finishing?
Arizona been low, bro, for a long time. That's not going to change. Kyler Murray, he's their biggest. When you talk about question marks, he's their biggest question mark. I do think Marvin Harrison Jr. will take a step up and show why he was a top 5 pick last year. James Conner is a dog, but once again, with running backs, you just never know. Let's see how long he can go after it. They did add Josh Sweat to their defense. He's been pretty productive, but that line is not going to be like the Eagles line, so we're going to see if he could carry the load there. Will Johnson, I like that addition there. Buda Baker's always a competitor. You always going to see him flying around. But outside of that, I still don't really got much belief in their coach. He hasn't really proved anything to me. I got them little bros of the division still.
Yeah, I got them fourth, man. They were really in the thick of it last year. If you were paying attention to their team, I think they were number 2 or number 1 for the good part of early last year. And then it kind of fell apart due to their quarterback. It's kind of been the story with Kyler Murray. He gets off to these great starts, and then he flames out towards the end of the season. So it leaves me no reason to think that this year is going to be any different. He's just a small stature quarterback. We know running's a big part of his game. It's one hit away from broken rib. I mean, it's what we've seen the last few years with Kyler Murray. And so I'm not too high on him as a quarterback finishing playing a full 17 and carrying that team. And then I just really don't know what they have on defense, honestly. I like their coach, though. He came from Philly when they made that first championship run. So I think they're a very defensive minded team. So it probably won't matter who they got outside of Buda and stuff like that. But my reason why I got him fourth is I got Kyler under Sam Darnold. Honestly, I'm not that high on him like you guys are. So that's where I got them finishing. Any more thoughts on the Arizona Cardinals before we get up to the next team? Nah.
Nah,
Which leads us
nah.
now to the next team, man. We got the Seattle Seahawks. Um, Key acquisitions, man. They get Sam Darnold after his career year, throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. Uh, how do you see that the Seahawks finishing this year, Anthony?
I got them third. I got them winning around 8 games. Something about the Seahawks, something in that water. They always compete. They're always competitive. I just don't think they have the talent to really sustain wins and everything. I feel like even though Gino was Gino, I feel like he was a big part of their organization culturally. He was somebody that they could get behind and really just feed off of. Let's see if Sam Darnold do the same thing. I like Kenneth Walker, but he can't stay healthy. Um, we'll see how if Cooper Cups bounces back. But it's a lot of question marks. A lot of guys that you really depended on in years past, like Tyler Lockett and DK, is out the picture. So we'll see how that transitions over. They'll look a lot different.
Uh, Miles, how you got them finishing?
I got them at 3 as well, above the Niners, and the biggest reason is because, like we were saying, like I was saying before, they got better. They got Leonard Williams on the defensive end. They got DeMarcus Lawrence. I think just those two alone definitely move a needle for sure.
They already
They got
have Leonard
Nick.
Williams.
They got DeMarcus Lawrence to go right alongside him, brother. And they got Nick Imawari, who I misspoke. He is on the Seahawks, and with Julian Love in that backfield, which I think is a heck of a tandem back there. They got Reek Willing, Devon Witherspoon. So I think them dudes got a nice secondary. Um, Anthony kind of touched on it. They always compete. I think the best thing they got going in their favor is unpredictability. We don't know what to expect from them, which is dangerous when you're trying to scout for a team week in and week out. Sam Darnold, we have the biggest question: was it Justin Jefferson or was it actual Sam Darnold getting better? We don't know. We'll see this season, but he does have a great receiver who might be on the decline, but he definitely got gas in the tank in Cooper Kupp. And if Sam Darnold don't work, you got a hell of a running back, then quarterback in Jalen Milroe. No disrespect, but I think he definitely can light it up for them in Seattle. So I got him at 3, man, just for that factor.
Scoop, what about you, man?
I got them at 3 as well. I just think they got the good foundation parts though. Like they got JSN though, JSN, Cooper Kupp, and got Kenneth Walker if he can stay healthy. I like Noah Fant too. He's a good tight end that no one really be talking about. Sam Darnold is the biggest question mark on the offense though, so that's why I got him third. I think if he sinks, then the whole offense sinks with him. Because I think Jalen Milroe could be a good quarterback, but it's just if you can't do it at Bama, bro, it's gonna be hard to do it in the league. So. I think I think the whole quarterback is just the iffy on the offensive side. Defensive side, like Miles said, like those are little additions gonna help, but I don't think it's gonna move the needle too much. So I got them 8 and 9, third place.
Yo, I got him third too, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Noah Fant just left. Didn't he get signed somewhere?
He got cut, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Right now on their roster, they got AJ Barner, and I know Elijah Arroyo is the tight end from the U, if I'm not mistaken, rookie that they got.
He
Drafted
got
him
cut.
in
He
this,
on the Bengals.
drafted him second round. But I mean, I know you guys named their defensive acquisitions or acquisition and DeMarcus Lawrence, but pretty much their defense is still the same from what the Niners have seen and from what the NFC West has seen. And I know they got a defensive-minded coach and Mike McDonald who kind of made his stamp last year with that team. But like y'all mentioned, Sam Darnold, I think just throwing to Justin Jefferson, it got him $100 million. So he can thank Jettis for that, but I don't think that's going to translate into Seattle. I do like their offensive core though. I really like Torrey Holton. That's somebody who I wanted for the Niners, and then he just so happened to go to them. I draft Kenneth Walker almost every year in fantasy, but like Anthony said, injuries has struck him, and so I like one piece on their defense, Devon Weatherspoon. He's a dog. He's one of their only dogs that they got on that defense. He can cover, he can tackle, and so it's not enough in my opinion. I think when you downgrade at quarterback from Geno to Sam, you're gonna feel that. Um, Sam can throw the hell out of the ball, but the consistency problem is the thing for me. Um, we've seen him make great throws, some throws that some quarterbacks can't make, and then we see him throw the dumbest shit ever, and just kind of lose himself. We all heard that mic'd up clip a few years ago when he's like, "I'm just seeing ghosts out there." Like that is who Sam Darnold is. That doesn't just go away because of one good year. So I got him third. I'm not really seeing what y'all see. Or Miles, you got him second, or you got him third?
I had him at third.
Oh, then never mind. We all in the same boat. Then they third for me too. So.
Shoot, Miles had San Francisco and Seattle third. I've never heard that before.
Oh shit! I got
That's
the
okay.
Niners fourth. My bad, y'all. Respect.
I picked up the pieces. It's okay.
Which leads us to the
Appreciate you,
last
brother.
team.
And I apologize for going to sleep on you, bro. It wasn't personal. It was just
I didn't even know.
I just didn't
Till
get
Aaron
the one
said it.
spot.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
I said I didn't even know until Aaron said it.
Uh, which leads us to our last team, man, in the NFC West. We got the Los Angeles Rams, who could potentially be led by Jimmy Garoppolo week one. We don't know what's happening with their quarterback, Matt Stafford. He was supposed to be back in practice a couple days ago, but he's dealing with a back injury. And as you know, that back, as you age, I think Matt's, 35, 36. The back don't just magically get better. But they do have a great young core on the defensive side of the ball. They really popped out last year. They obviously lost to the Super Bowl champions in the divisional in Philly last year. And so, Anthony, how do you see the Rams finishing this year?
I got them second. I actually got the Rams and the Niners winning 11 games each. I actually think right now they have better roster on paper in the division. But shoot, I don't know if that's the case if Matthew Stafford ain't gonna play anymore. If you put it was just video today, Jimmy throwing them hospital balls. So
Boy.
we gonna see if he doing that. He gonna put his guys in danger. But I mean, it's okay. They'll do a good job covering Jimmy up if they have to go that route. I don't see them becoming first in the division if they got to go with Jimmy G. But they got McVay, who's a hell of a coach. I think he's a top 3 play caller. I really like Kyron Williams. I feel like he's a dog. So a running back that's not talked about enough. That young core on the defensive side with Byron Young and Jared Verse on the edge. Then you got Kobe Turner and the guy that came from Florida State last year as well. I just like their energy. We'll see how they got to do it now though, because when contracts start expiring, good luck. But they're doing pretty good. I think some question marks are that second level, the linebackers. Feel like they never really had a solid linebacker outside of Bobby Wagner that one year and Ernest Jones, I think. But who knows? They like to just put people out there, and if you could compete, go compete. So we'll see. But I see them doing pretty well and competing this year. It'll be a big difference between a Matthew Stafford-led offense and a Jimmy G-led offense.
For sure. School, how you see them finishing?
I got them finishing first. I just think they're a well-put team. I think the division's going to be easy for them. I don't think they have that much of a schedule. Yeah, so I got them finishing first. I know Matthew Stafford hurt with his low back and shit, but, I think the NFL's, he's going to be all right. I think it's kind of like we're going to preserve you. You don't need to be doing too much right now. And you just know the type of person that he is. He's going to play through his injuries. I know he's kind of old and this shit's going to take a toll on you, but he's a competitor and he ain't going to back down. you're gonna take him out.
For sure. You think that's a good approach to preserve like that when you bring in someone like Devontae Adams? I know they're both veterans, and so obviously, I mean, we know that QB receiver chemistry is really important, especially if it's a new guy, especially a level of Devontae. You think that would be a smart approach if that's the approach they're taking and just trying to preserve him?
I think so. You know, they've been in the league for a minute. They know who it is. They know what teams they're playing against, and they know what teams like to do. I understand. You know how. Well, from a wide receiver perspective, I know you understand. Like you need that chemistry and all that. But I mean, you got Devontae Adams. Just throw it in his ready. He's gonna get that shit.
It's not the Devontae Adams we once knew, unfortunately. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. He could prove me wrong though, but because I don't know. I mean, he had A-Rod back last year, and he kind of showed up a little bit, but it wasn't the same Devontae we knew from Green Bay, and even that 1 year in Vegas. But he is getting up there in age, so we'll see. Miles, how you feel about the Rams this year?
I'm gonna just focus on the offense. I think you guys kind of touched on the defense already and kind of grazed over the quarterback situation. I did just see an article saying that Stafford will practice on Saturday, so that's a good sign for him. But even if not, man, why are we? I feel like the Jimmy slander is understandable to an extent. We forget Jimmy G led a team to the Super Bowl. Granted, he missed one throw short of winning a Super Bowl, but he still had them at the door, which a lot of quarterbacks ain't did, bro. He had a bad stint in his last few years, but he still has capability of running the offense. He's a backup, but he's a serviceable backup, which is why he's on the NFL roster right now. But if it's not Jimmy G, and if it's Stafford, that offense, the sky's the limit, man. That team could go pretty far. So that's why I got him at 1, man. I think Puka and Devontae. I know I say there's a lot of top 5 duos in the NFL, but like just with that team in general, I mean, Devontae could kick it back in the Green Bay gear, then they nice. And you got a quarterback in Stafford that's gonna air it out and just chuck it downfield. Oh, it's lit. So I got the Rams in 1.
Just a couple of things, Miles. Yeah, just a couple of things, Miles. There's only 5 top 5 duos, by the way. Second, you said it with Jimmy. You said it with Jimmy G. Like he haven't had a lot of couple of years, right? So I don't think there's really any expectations where you haven't had good years. Boom, you about to come out the scene and do well. The only person that I've seen done that is Baker Mayfield. Maybe Sam Darnold if you want to do that, but it's not likely what I'm saying. And like you said with Matthew Stafford, if Matthew Stafford playing, sky's the limit. So I'm not saying they're going to be terrible. I think they're still going to be competing for first in the division. I just think it's going to be a big drop off from Stafford to Jimmy G.
A huge.
No, I got you, but I still think that offense can. My point was, I think the offense can still function at like we think about average NFL team. I think they could function as an average NFL offense. Like they could score 14 points a game. Like with Stafford, I think they could put up almost 28 points a game with that offense is healthy. But yeah, that's my point.
They not beating nobody if they scoring 14 points a game, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. They might lose every game, bro, if that's your expectation with Jimmy G. But I got him finishing second. I think Stafford would be all right coming into the year. But boy, the moment he misses a game or has to come out, or we see the cameras pan onto him with that back injury, it's wraps, bro. Because that back, like I said, it ain't nothing to play with, man, at that age. But I do like the pieces. I like getting Devontae to replace Cooper Kupp. That's just another guy that is going to be always open. It just depends on who's going to throw him the ball, man. I mean, we already seen Jimmy G and Devontae before, bro. And we saw the clip Devontae said, I'm about to lose my fucking
I was
line.
in Las Vegas.
But it don't matter, bro. It's still Jimmy
Vegas.
G throwing him the ball. He's throwing. You don't just because you go from Vegas to the Rams, it doesn't make you a better passer. Jimmy has always been known for his inaccuracy as a quarterback.
Mayfield? Sam Darnold?
But don't
They
your
both were in
ability,
similar situations and went to better teams with better
your
coaches.
ability. I'm talking about your ability to throw the ball though, Miles, accurately. That doesn't
Jimmy
change.
G led y'all to a Super Bowl throwing the ball. What are we talking about, man?
Did he?
What are we
Did
talking
he?
about, man?
Because I'm
What are
pretty
we
sure we
talking
got. I'm pretty
It
sure we
was
got
a
to that.
balance.
I'm pretty sure we got to that Super Bowl and he threw 8 passes in the NFC Championship game, dog. And we ran for 214
He
some
could
yards.
get you there, though. That's the whole point.
He could take the ride
He could
on the
get you
train there, yeah, sure, but he's not conducting that bitch, bro. Like he's just there for the
No one's
for the
expecting him to,
ride.
but I'm saying he can.
He not doing that
I'm
with the
saying he
Rams
can.
though. Anybody can do that. We
So, Miles,
I don't know if
said-
anybody. I
you
don't know if
said
anybody.
you saying coaching is a big part of it, right?
I do agree. I do agree.
You know who got a new coach?
Yeah.
San Francisco's
Who?
defense,
Who
baby.
got
Let's
a
go,
new
Robert Saleh. Let's go, baby.
Nah, it
Back to
it
top
doesn't.
5.
It doesn't apply to us
Hey,
apparently
speaking of
because
San
we're the
Francisco,
Niners. Here
Speaking
we go.
of
Again.
Shanahan's. Speaking of Shanahan's, isn't McVay from that Shanahan tree? He's from that Shanahan tree, is he not?
Yeah.
Is he not? I think that brother got some tricks up his sleeve just like Kyle do. So if anyone can make Jimmy G work, I think McVay might be the next best guy to make him tick. So that's all I'm gonna say.
If you're gonna hold Jimmy to them standards, make sure you hold Brock to them same standards too.
No, bro. That
Brock
I'm
never
not.
passed 8
All right, no, Scoob. Let's talk about it then, bro. Let's talk about it, Scoob. You want me to hold Brock to them same standards? Has Jimmy G in the playoffs ever led us to a game-winning drive in back-to-back games? Has he done that? Does he have that on his resume? Okay. When he played in the Super Bowl, did he leave the field with the lead and hope the defense gets a stop so they win the Super Bowl? Did he do that? No. Oh, did Jimmy G? Was he at what? Where when Brock left the field in overtime, we had the lead. Get it stopped, game's over.
Bro,
So what are we talking about?
the-
What
the-
standard
said-
do you want me to hold him to? He got
said-
us to the Super Bowl, and when
said
Brock
Brock-
Purdy got hurt in the first NFC Championship game against the Eagles, what happened? We went to the shit. But who got us there? Brock Purdy. Did he do it throwing 8 passes? No, he did not. Because if you remember, his first playoff game against the Seattle Seahawks, he threw for 365 yards. Oh, so now the Seahawks is like this, but y'all dick riding these niggas to be second in the division or third over us?
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all not making no sense right now, bro.
Yeah, they got better.
They got better. So you think Sam Darnold is better than Geno Smith?
I think Sam Darnold's good.
My question is, what do y'all get out of winning this year? Like, what's the return for winning these many?
What kind of?
being first in y'all division?
I don't know.
To get put out?
Ask the
To get put
dude.
out in the first round.
Ask the Steelers fan. He's used to it. What do you get out? What do you get out of winning, dog? It's
damn.
you want to win. Do you go into the season wanting to lose?
Shit.
No, like what kind of question is that, bro? Who goes
no,
like,
no.
like what?
Aaron,
You said Jimmy ride the same train, so Brock is on the same train that you talking
No,
about.
he's not. But no, he's not because he's leading these game-winning drives, dog. He's not throwing for fucking 8 passes and winning the game, bro. He left the Super Bowl off the field with the lead. He led his team to that fucking 3-point lead, bro. Did Jimmy do that? That's all I'm at. You kept saying every question I asked, you said no. So how is it the same train, bro? It's not even nowhere near the same right now.
There would never be a standard or a demand to say, oh, Brock Purdy, we're trusting you enough to only throw 8 passes.
Never.
We're going to run the whole game. Like, nope. If we're talking about that difference right there, like I know the run game was working, but you're still going to have a balanced game plan, right? So for Jimmy G, and once again, Jimmy G, he is a great quarterback. Let me not say great. He is a good quarterback under a great offensive-minded coordinator. Kyle Shanahan, he did well. McVay, he will do well. But you can't just put the game in his hand. Like Brock Purdy, when he see pressure in his face, he's not just going to throw the ball up with his eyes closed. We have an actual picture of Jimmy G doing that. Brock Purdy's actually
He'll run out the pocket.
No. Here you go. Here you go, Ma. All right, here y'all go, bro.
Brock got-
No.
Brock can
Here you
run.
go.
That's all I
Here
didn't
you
mean to
go.
cut you off.
Here
I'm
you
saying
go.
Brock can run.
Yeah.
Jimmy
What's wrong
can't-
with
Jimmy
running
can't
out the
run like
pocket?
that.
What's wrong with
No,
running out
but
the
no,
pocket?
but they said
I
what's the
think
difference, man?
it
I'm gonna
adds
tell you
to
the
your
difference.
game.
I'm gonna tell you the difference right now, School. Brock Purdy in the postseason has 6 touchdowns and 1 interception. Jimmy G 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, bro. That's all you fucking need to know. Less than 1,000 yards, dog. In 8 games, he has 962 yards passing with 6 interceptions. And you asking me what's the difference? You tell me with those stats, what's the difference, dog?
Injuries.
What's the difference? Injuries?
I mean, case is closed. You know,
Bro,
brother.
come on, man. They keep saying it's the same, but they can't tell me. Like, so what's better? In 8 games, throwing for 962 yards, 8 interceptions, and 4 touchdowns, or 1,300 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 1 interception in 6 games?
They both have
What's better?
Let me answer Miles'
No,
question.
that wasn't the question. That's not the question you asked me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by train. They both had good teams. And
Every team that goes to the Super Bowl has a good team. That doesn't make any sense to me, dog. You can't just keep putting that on Brock Purdy, but we don't put it on a guy like Jalen Hurts, who y'all keep calling top 10, top 5. Patrick Mahomes has had a great team. Joe Burrow, when he went to the Super Bowl, they had a good team. Everybody has good. If you make it to the,
He didn't have a great team.
what?
Who said that? I didn't catch that. My bad.
I'm saying every team. I'm just saying every team that makes the Super Bowl has a great team or a very, very good team. There's just no one carrying trash to the Super Bowl. So I don't get why we keep knocking Purdy for having a good team around him. Like, that's what you want if you're a GM. You want to build the best team possible, and you want your quarterback to perform at the highest level possible, which we've seen Brock Purdy do all the way up into the Super Bowl. He left the field with the lead. You know what I'm saying? Like, what more do you want of him? Do you want a touchdown? Yes, but we didn't get that. We got 3 points. So then what do you ask your defense to do? Get one stop, and we get to hoist that trophy, and that just didn't happen. But somehow that's Brock's fault, and then now he has to get compared to Jimmy G. When we've seen Jimmy G have his opportunity to go march down the field and win at least take the lead, just like Brock Purdy, take the lead, leave the field with the lead, and leave it to the defense. But he couldn't even complete a simple post route, bro. Like, there's trying to compare those. Y'all keep laughing, but y'all not bringing me no points to argue back, which makes me know y'all don't know what y'all talking about, bro. Like,
You just hate Jimmy G, bro. It's good. You hate Jimmy G.
I just named his playoff stats where he has. Y'all trolling. All right, I got y'all. Y'all trolling. My fault. Y'all trolling. Hey, y'all almost had me. Hey, I was finna crash out, bro. I was finna crash. Hey, we got 3 viewers. Why? Hey, y'all got me.
Why you stop? I don't know why you stop.
No. I love you should have kept going because we got 3 live viewers, man. We got Eric in here said the Bears, man. What about them? I mean, cool. 4th in the NFC.
He does.
Hey, shout out to you, but my fault, Q. I didn't mean to cut you off, brother.
I said they both didn't win. They're both game managers. They're both the same quarterback, and they're nowhere near Jalen Hurts or Patrick Mahomes. They're nowhere near that type of caliber quarterback.
You can't do that, bro.
Why can't I do that?
So every quarterback.
So
Joe Burrow's a game. So Joe Burrow's a game manager since he lost the Super Bowl.
Absolutely not. Is Brock Purdy and Joe Burrow the same type of quarterback? Hell no. Nah.
What did Joe Burrow look like without his best receivers in the beginning of the season? Were they not ass? Were they not ass?
That only applies to Brock Purdy, bro.
I guess so, bro. I guess so. Because I remember Joe with Jamar and T at one point.
Brock Purdy can't have no mistakes.
Right.
And he was the last pick of the draft.
So is Lamar Jackson a game manager since he can't even get to the Super Bowl? Is Josh Allen a game manager since he can't get to the Super Bowl?
Name it. A bunch of quarterbacks that Brock Purdy is not on their level at all.
Oh, that's fine, but your only premise was, he lost a Super Bowl just like Jimmy G, so they're the same. That doesn't make any sense.
You're talking my topic off track. They're on the same train. They got the same ride with the same results at the same time. They both went to the Super Bowl and did not win.
But one did less than
teams and good coaches and did not win.
One did less than the other. One did less than the other. Jimmy didn't do anything. Jimmy had a chance. Jimmy didn't take the lead. He had a chance to take the lead. He didn't do that. Brock left with the lead. No turnovers. I think
so. Leaving with the lead is that's the defining factor for you.
I mean, what else? What? I mean, he did his job, right? As a quarterback, as an offense, what do you want to do? Like, do you not want to leave with the lead? Like, I'm confused.
Did Jimmy G let the Chiefs come back, or I think that's the defense's fault, right?
But he had a chance to take the lead back, right?
You're putting a lot of blame on him for.
But did he? So Miles, did he not have the chance to get the lead though?
That's Kyle's fault.
Aaron,
I heard you. What's up, bro?
The same way that
Run the ball.
Miles just tried to cover Jimmy G is the same thing that happened to Brock Purdy. We had a 10-point lead, and the defense gave it up, right?
I know, yeah.
That's the same, but once again, is we
they flip flopping, but yeah, I mean, I just don't understand how they're the same, bro. Just look at the playoff. Just look at the playoff stats.
You just said they did the same thing.
No, the defense did the same thing.
No, he tried to cover it up for Jimmy G, but he won't.
Same result. That's all I'm saying.
He said he won't cover it up for Brock Purdy. That's what I'm saying, right?
So they both on
the same trade and the same result.
They both had 10-point leads. They both lost a 10-point lead. One person got the lead. One person got the lead back. The other person didn't, but they're the same.
And the result was the same. Brock,
okay.
I mean, Jimmy had amazing numbers in San Francisco. He had amazing numbers in San Francisco.
But what did he do in the playoffs, Miles? What did he do in the playoffs? What was his numbers in the playoffs, bro? What was his numbers in the playoffs?
He got y'all to the Super Bowl. What?
No. What was his numbers? What was his numbers?
He got y'all to the Super Bowl.
They asked him to throw 8 passes to win a game, bro. No other quarterback is doing that, dog.
No. That's on him. To the Super Bowl.
That's on him.
Yes. What are you talking about? But look, they asked him to throw the ball in the Super Bowl. And what happened? He overthrew it for the lead. So now what?
Any top 10 QB you have, are you asking them to just throw it 8 times? Who else are you asking to throw it 8 times?
If you got a game,
Brock Purdy's a top 10 quarterback.
Plan. Why are you diverting from it if y'all winning the game?
To me, is.
That's all I'm saying.
We know.
You perform. Look, you perform in a way where you have 6 touchdowns and you have 1 interception. That's a lot better stats than a lot of these folks.
That's better than 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and less than 1,000 yards in 8 games. I'll tell you that. But apparently, stats don't matter when it comes to comparing Jimmy G and Brock Purdy, bro. It's just the end result. But then when you try to compare other people's end result in Super Bowls, then now you can't compare them because now you can't compare Brock and Joe, even though they both lost in the Super Bowl. You can only compare Jimmy G and Brock Purdy for some reason.
And Joe had Jamar, T, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon. That's a hell of a. That's some weapons.
Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. I don't know, man. But shout out, Eric said Jimmy G did not lose the bowl. Coaching did. I didn't know Kyle Shanahan. I didn't know Kyle Shanahan. I didn't know Kyle Shanahan threw the post route that was wide open that Jimmy G missed.
He's calling the plays.
The nigga he schemed it wide open. Do you not need your players to execute?
He was criticizing the Falcons for passing in the second half. He should have ran the ball more. Now when he goes, he runs the ball too much, and he just messed. It was coaching.
We're losing the game, and now you want him to run the ball. You don't want him to scheme open a post route wide open for a touchdown. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm saying
Kyle Shanahan is the only.
No. Let him answer that. Do you not want him to scheme open a wide open post route to win the game or to take the lead?
Nah, yeah, for sure. To get them shots.
Okay, so how was it coaching? He schemed that up. It was there. Jimmy G missed it. He missed it. And then he threw the fucking pick the very next play. That's Kyle's fault too? Yup. Let me guess. Yup. I guess so, man. But listen, man, we over time, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Eric, Step Bro, Dom, Tate, 100. Go ahead.
Sorry, before you end, I just wanted to say Johnny predictions. For the divisions, so AFC West, he has Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos in that order, and then the NFC West he has the Rams, Seahawks, the Cardinals, and then the Niners last in that division.
And then Eric said on that last drive where Jimmy G missed a wide open post route, he could have ran the ball in a 2-minute drill, by the way, with no timeouts. That is our NFL fan base's around the world. Shout out to you, Eric. Go
Eric,
Bears,
you know
man.
ball, man.
Who's running the ball in 2-minute drill? like,
For real, I love it.
I guess, man. Don't throw it to the wide open post route, bro. Don't do that. We don't need that. But man, nah, real shit though. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We got no more of these, unfortunately, but we will be posting the full episodes on YouTube along with some clips. We'll get those out to y'all as soon as possible. We will be taking next week off in preparation for college season and the NFL season, but we're gonna be back with a bang, man. So again, appreciate y'all boys, man. We out.
Appreciate y'all.